All right, welcome to Generation Overlap. We are in episode 2 of season 1, and we're excited to talk to you all about what happens when two generations sit down to unpack the headlines. Generation Overlap brings together these lived experiences of moi, Gen X, and the fresh perspectives of Trey Gold, Generation Z. And we're going to have a good time. We are not here on our micro podcast to agree, but we're here to understand each other better. So each episode highlights where generations collide, where they connect, and how those overlaps shape the way we see politics, technology, justice, and just everyday life. So, Trey Gold, episode 1, we mapped out the different generations: baby boomers, Gen X, millennials or Gen Y, Gen
Mhm.
Z,
Yeah.
which is yours, Gen
Mhm.
Alpha, and then Gen Beta.
Yeah.
But this episode, we're going to have a little bit of fun because we're going to get into Gen Alpha slang. So we invite you, if you're listening right now, pause and get somebody else. Get your younger brother, younger sister, younger sibling, get your parent, get your grandparent, get somebody else that's in a different generation so that we can learn more about this language. Because let me tell you, part of me is so confused when I hear these words and I don't know what they mean. And then, of course, I'm susceptible to, if I do use them, I use them wrong. That's when Trey and Kendrick start to laugh at mommy. Or we use it so much as adults that we just suck all the fun out of it for our kids. So, yeah, we just make it so uncool, y'all. We make it uncool. So, with that, Trey, let's get started with our list of Gen Alpha slang because I've heard some of these, but others of these, let's just say I recognize the words, but that doesn't mean that my definition of the word is Gen Alpha's definition of the world. So help me out here because I know this is not your generation, but you're around Generation Alpha quite a bit. So tell me all about the
Yeah.
slang.
Mainly with most of these words, most of these mainly don't make any sense. Mainly don't make any sense to me when
Okay.
usually when people see me and I tell them that I'm part of 2011, there's this huge speculation of like if Gen Gen Z ended at 2010 or 2012.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
It's mainly I would like for someone to confirm it
Mm-hmm.
because mainly I think I'm Gen Z. And then some people want to go in the middle and they just say, oh, I'm Gen Zalpha.
I gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Mainly people in the years of 2011 to 2012.
Okay. Okay.
Those
2011,
2
2012.
years.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Gen Zalpha. Okay, I got it. They're putting it together. Okay.
So mainly this first one is 6'7".
Hmm.
Mainly for me, at the beginning, always, even when I first heard it, I thought it was cringe. Thought it made me want to cringe. It generally made me want to throw up.
Okay, so why did it make you want to cringe, meaning uncomfortable?
Because one, you're saying it's like they're saying it too much and like they reference it to anything. It's
Yes.
like as I heard from one teacher, she says, I've heard 6'7" so much, it's getting annoying that when they read a book and then
Mm.
they're near the end of page 66, they say, so can y'all go to page 68 and sometimes skip page 67 completely because they don't want to hear it anymore.
I got you.
And
Okay, okay.
sometimes they say it so much that some teachers actually crash out, which mean like they go crazy, start yelling at kids and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then soon like other administrators have to come in.
So when you sent me the picture, you were at school and you sent me a picture. I think this was, what was this? Was this Christmas or I forget when it was where you had two teachers and one of them dressed up as sick and the other one dressed up
Um,
as seven and it was sick seven put together. You remember
yes.
that?
Yeah, that was my algebra teacher. She, yeah, that was during Halloween, actually.
Oh, okay. Halloween. Okay. I remember.
Yes,
Okay.
that was it was, yeah, it was the day of Halloween, October
Mhm.
31st, because it was a Friday.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
everybody was
Okay.
dressing up as stuff, like the science
Mhm.
department dressed up like punk rock and stuff.
So,
Personally, I thought it was really cool.
well, now tell me this because okay, algebra teachers, it makes sense for them to do something 6, 7 themed, but it feels like it's like a filler word, like gosh or shoot or like it's almost too
Mhm.
many different ways to use it, which is why us
Yeah,
adults don't understand it, and we've never understood it.
yes, because mainly when I first heard about it, mainly people were talking about it online, like it meant something inappropriate and stuff.
Ah, okay,
And
okay,
I'm like,
gotcha.
and I'm like, ew.
Mm-hmm.
And it was mainly started in like eighth grade and now ninth grade. I'm like, we're in eighth grade. We haven't even reached high school.
Uh-huh.
We should just be doing our math homework and our history homework and just
Yeah.
living our lives.
Yes, it's too much.
Because why are you doing this?
Uh-huh. It's too much. Yep.
Yeah, and
So,
getting to a point when I'm annoyed.
right. Well, it sounds like a lot of people are annoyed. That seems to be the issue.
Mhm.
But now tell me about Ohio. I see this. What's Ohio all about?
Ohio, mainly it came from this like video that was very popular with Gen Alpha. It was really weird. It was Skibbity Toilet. And like
Hmm.
mainly when I searched up what the meaning was, it literally meant nothing. So I'm like,
Um,
so what's the point of it? And it's like they're saying that it means like it's weird and like it's ethnic.
oh,
And it's like
well, I mean, okay, so here goes mommy's Gen X practicality here. Saying something is weird by saying Ohio, wouldn't that be offensive to people that are in or from Ohio?
that's what I thought. And
Okay,
so
all right.
personally, when I searched it up,
Yeah.
I'm like, what is weird about Ohio? Because personally, all these places that I'm seeing right now, they look beautiful. Like I would
Uh,
like even though there's probably not anything like major to do or like
mhm.
a fun spot for vacations,
Right,
I would
right.
genuinely go here for like a meeting, a party, or just
Visit
like
friends.
a vacation because they have
Hmm.
like a Valley National Park. What's
Okay,
weird
okay.
about it because it looks beautiful.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm. Yeah.
if they're talking about weird states mainly, it's I personally think that weird states, more
Hmm.
weird state instead of Ohio,
Hmm.
would be Wyoming. Because some people say Utah, but I'm like, but Salt Lake, Utah, though.
That's true. That's true.
Then,
Okay.
but
All
then
right.
I
Well,
said,
we don't want to offend each state and each governor and all the residents of these
yes,
states, but I hear what you're saying. I
yes,
hear what you're saying. All
yes,
right. Tell me about aura or negative aura. What is that all about?
which mainly I should have wrote it down phonetically, but mainly it pronounced aura.
Aura. Okay. Aura. Aura.
And like it didn't make sense to me to begin with, but then I did get the hang of it. Mainly it means
Mm-hmm.
like mainly it's like a more glorified version of like Rizz saying like saying like you did that really good and
Oh, okay.
you really impressed that girl.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And so then I'm like, why don't you just say that you impressed her?
There you go. Mm-hmm. I gotcha. I gotcha.
Because I mainly don't know what this means. And then like
Mm-hmm.
aura is basically when like you actually if basically if middle schooler boy got a girl's number that he really liked, they would say that was aura when he
Oh, okay.
when he went back to his lunch table with his friends. And
Mm-hmm.
then negative aura would have been like if like the girl said no.
Um,
or like publicly said no or something like that. I don't
mm-hmm,
understand why they
mm-hmm.
do that. It's like you could have just said no. But
Okay.
but then I'm yeah. So then I'm like, why don't you just say that you got her number?
Mm-hmm,
You impressed her.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, so it has a little bit to do with gender dynamics here too, like impressing
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
Mm.
Mainly if you yeah, mainly if you impress any gender that you like.
Okay, I got you. I got you. All right,
Hmm.
so how in the world does Pick Me a Girl add to this list? Is that kind of connected to Aura?
Ma- Mainly mostly Gen Z started it, but then it like quickly died down when like Gen Alpha used it.
Oh,
Which
okay. And
mainly
what does it mean?
mainly it's like people say it's like when like a girl's hanging around a bunch of dudes that we know that she did not hang out with. She's doing it because they like them. And then they're just saying like, I'm one of the boys.
Oh, okay.
And then they start getting mad when they're treated like one of the boys.
Okay. So it has to do with kind of friend circles and gender.
Yes, and like
Okay.
mainly they say stuff like, I'm so small, I can't even see it when like they're taller than most people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're just
Okay.
trying to get boys' attention when they could just go up to them and talk to them.
Being direct. I got you.
Because
Okay.
mainly if you go talk to them, most girls
Mm,
that do this, they they look really pretty and it would look like if a guy and it looks like a guy would actually be interested in them if you
mm-hmm.
just talk to them directly, like a normal human being. Like
Mm-hmm. I
saying
got you.
I like saying that people are weird. Not saying that people that get overwhelmed are weird, but
Mm-hmm.
like people are like trying to put on an act to try and win somebody over to talk to them when
Mm-hmm.
they could just
Yeah.
talk to them directly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. All
Hmm.
right. Alpha.
Which
How is that connected? Because we know alpha is a generation, right? Is that being
uh,
used some weird way
alpha,
too, or how is it being used?
alpha is mainly used like like a pack of wolves. There's always like the highest one that's leader.
Yes.
How do they call the alpha? And like people are like saying that like I'm the alpha and like I'm the leader. And then it's like you're not, you're just being cringe. You're just being cringy and you're weirding everybody
Mm.
out.
Hmm.
And then
Okay, now this has history to it too, because alpha oftentimes was used with gender as well, where someone's saying, I'm an alpha male, I'm the leader, I'm the strong one, I'm the
yeah,
one that's up front, I'm powerful and responsible for all this.
yes, yes, I do understand that.
Mm,
But they say that sometimes they say it, but then
hmm.
sometimes you don't see it and like they're just saying it so they can like win clout and stuff and like people can notice them.
I gotcha. Hmm.
And then it's bad when they like have a group of friends that uh like let this happen and acknowledge it
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And then they just keep like I forget what the word is, but like it's like they're uplifting them. Oh yeah, boosting their ego.
Boosting their ego. Yes, yes, yes.
And
Well, and women kind of claimed it or reclaimed it too, because after men used to say, I'm alpha male, then women started saying, I'm alpha female. And now it sounds like anybody that's trying to kind of flex power or what have you, they're just using it willy-nilly.
yeah, it's just like a owner of a big company like flexing that they have power and they can fire anybody. When like
Ah, okay.
or like a
Okay.
manager said that he can fire anybody when truly you cannot, and you have higher ups that have
Mm-hmm.
higher ups.
Mm-hmm.
So in like the hierarchy, you're like third, and we're just like below
Right.
you, and you're acting like you're the head honcho of like the whole company. When you're
Mm,
not, the founder is the head honcho of the whole company,
mm-hmm.
not
And even the
you.
founder reports to people like,
Yes,
state, federal legislation. Yes,
yes.
yes,
And then
yes.
at some points, like the manager like reports to their boss saying that they're being disrespectful,
Mm-hmm.
and truly the manager was just acting. like they can do anything.
Yeah.
Like they can do anything, or like coworkers that think they're higher up than you when they're on the same level and say,
Hmm.
I can fire you when they can't.
Right. I gotcha. I
When
gotcha.
when le when actually the person above the manager can fire somebody,
Hmm. Hmm. Well, now, okay, tell me about mid then, because we talked about leaders. Does mid have anything to do with power too?
which mainly yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, mainly like in a company, some like a middle, it's like you're not all the way high up there,
Hmm.
but you're not like low, low.
Hmm. Yep.
And
Yep.
so recently, it's like when people say mid now, they mean like trash. Like when someone tells somebody a show and they say, I think that's mid, they think they think it's like
It's
garbage.
not a compliment.
It's like
Garbage.
it's like
Hmm.
straight up garbage.
Okay. Okay. So
When
that's not a compliment. That's probably a slight to someone. You know, if
yeah,
someone were to see like a piece of your artwork and say, "Oh, that's mid. It's
yes,
not good." Right.
yes,
Okay.
when like originally mid like in the dictionary meant average,
Average.
which means
Hmm.
like it's like good, but it's not amazing. It's good, but it's not terrible.
But you know what? So I know we got to wrap it up for now, but what I think is very interesting about the list that you came up with is that either the words are like filler words, which really don't have any meaning, they're just thrown out there as filler in the conversation,
Yeah,
or they are words that are trying to like indicate power. Like, I want to be more than someone or less than someone, or I want to pull someone down and say,
yeah,
that's not a compliment. That's the opposite of a
yeah.
compliment. It's like a power dynamic going on here.
Yeah, and then sometimes people like use words to like reflect that they're better than them when
Yeah.
truly you're not. You're just being weird and you're just bullying someone that just want to get they just want to get their stuff done and graduate. And just
Yes.
live their adult life without having to go to school.
That's right. That's right. Because what we know, and we've talked
And
about this before, Trey, is that especially when it comes to that power dynamic and bullying as a word, is
mhm,
that remember what we've always said, kid bullies grow up to be adult bullies. And so
yeah,
it's important not to be a kid bully so we don't become adult bullies, right?
yes, and then they start getting mad when like they come back for like their high school reunion or like
That's right.
or like when people say you were just playing and being like weird to everybody. And so that's why nobody really talks to you anymore. That's why your
Mhm.
friends stop talking to you. And
People don't forget how they were
and
treated.
yes, and that's why like you have bad grades. Not saying that
Mhm.
people make fun of people for grades, but that's why your grades have tanked.
Right. Right. I gotcha. Yep. Yep.
Yes, and I just got my stuff done. Just
Hmm.
with being a regular person.
Right.
Just being a regular person living a regular life with friends.
That's right.
You're just trying to say that you're better than everyone when you're not, and it shows now by what's happening to you.
That's right. That's right.
And you're
And they were
blaming it
doing
on
it the
everybody
whole
else.
time to make themselves feel good.
Yes, and they're blaming it on everybody else when truly this would have never started if you would just mind your business and just done what you're supposed to do.
Boom.
You're
There you
wondering,
go.
you're wondering why some of your friends don't hang out with you anymore. Not being mean to anybody, but that's truly sometimes the reason why people don't want to hang out with you anymore because of what you've done and you take it too far
Yep. And
when it gives you joke.
what they've done to those friends around them and what they've done to other people that their friends witnessed and said, "Oh, well, if you can be mean to them in that way, then what's to say you won't be mean to me in the very same way, even as a friend,
Yeah,
so-called friend."
yeah. So they just suddenly like leave or like a friend group with like that one mean person. They like
Hmm.
stop texting in that group chat and they just have a whole nother group chat with the with the rest of them, and then they
Uh,
get mad when they find out about it.
yeah, that's right. That's
When,
right. Power dynamics.
yeah, when it only happens because you take stuff too far and you don't understand when like your friends are being
Hmm.
really uncomfortable and don't want to do that anymore.
That's right.
And that
That's right.
and that starts mainly in high school.
Hmm.
Mainly in high school after middle school. In middle school, it's like funny jokes. Then like high school, it's like
That's when the
it's getting
serious
it's
bullying
like getting
starts.
it's like getting really weird. We're like we're from 14 going to 18.
Yeah.
Do not want to be remembered as that one weird kid that just keeps saying and doing cringe stuff that should be left in middle school.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, at some point you have to grow up. At
Yes,
some
and
point.
yes, and then soonly it's like they cut off, and then the rest of your friend group grows up while you are still stuck in that mental state of fifth to seventh grade.
There you go.
When they're
Hmm.
thinking about what they really want to do with their lives, and you're still playing around like a
Hmm.
kid. Not saying you shouldn't, but
Yeah, not
you're
saying you
not
shouldn't have fun,
you're
but
not thinking about the future.
and right, you're not thinking about the future and you're playing at the expense of other people's feelings.
Their feelings, their mental states.
Boom, there you go.
Eh,
That's right.
yes. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And sometimes playing with people's minds.
That's right.
Like people,
Manipulation.
yeah, and then like they say that they're their friend, but then like go behind their back and like tell other people we're not friends.
And that, in fact,
Right.
is exactly what happens when kid bullies turn into adult bullies. The very same activity, just on a different level.
Yeah.
Because then it starts to happen in their regular life, but also it happens at work too. And that's where you make
Yeah.
your money to take care of your family, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
I
then you have
got you.
PTSD when you start working and people
Mm-hmm.
ask why this is happening to you and you've only been here for like 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
you only say it's because of people from your childhood.
There you go. Because you carry it with you. So when people say, you know, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, that's not true. That's never been true. Words do hurt. They do
No.
hurt. Yep. So
Words do hurt, and it hurts more when you find out they've been saying those words behind your back. Well, as some people say, which sometimes I agree with, playing in your face, acting like your friend when they really not, and then they get mad at you when you find out about what they've been saying.
that's right.
And then
Because
they
then they're being held accountable.
yes, and then they try and do a whole 360 trying to blame it on you when it's not your fault at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yep. That's a good topic, Trey. That's a great topic.
Mhm.
All right. Well, look, we have wrapped up episode 2 of season 1. Woohoo! Of Generation Overlap. So big thanks to my co-host Trey Gold, Trey Book, my oldest. But we're gonna wrap it up for this time. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Generation Overlap. Remember, 2 generations, one conversation, and a world of overlap. So we'll see you next time. Bye, Trey Gold.
Bye.